Today is the start of the Republican Party of Texas convention. It's the biggest behind the Republican National Convention.
And state leaders will address GOP voters over the next few days in Houston. That's where we find Capitol correspondent Dylan McKim live. So Dylan, what exactly can we expect today?
Well, Daniel and Jen, today was really just the opening ceremonies for today's Republican Party convention. Tomorrow is the day that we will be really focusing on. We're expected to hear from two of the biggest nominees on the Republican ticket coming up in this November's midterm election. That includes Governor Greg Abbott and, of course, Attorney General Ken Paxton, who is running for U.S. Senate. And that's really one of the biggest storylines that we will be watching throughout this convention. Of course, Republicans from across the state are coming in here to Houston to really decide and vote on their platform, what their legislative priorities will be heading into the 90th session, which will start in January of 2027. But I want to go back to Ken Paxton because it was really a slugfest in that primary between him and incumbent Senator John Cornyn. And it really was a split in the party on who you supported, either Paxton or Cornyn. Paxton, of course, won the nomination in that primary runoff. And so we were speaking to voters here about having Paxton as their nominee. A lot of people I spoke to already supported Paxton. They felt confident that he has what it takes to go and beat and defeat James Tallarico, the Democrat nominee, in November. But I also spoke with a Cornyn voter, a Cornyn supporter who did not like Paxton. And actually the way he explained it to me is that Tallarico would never get his vote, but that Paxton has a chance to win his vote back. He says the way he can do that is to own up to some of the allegations that were made against him in his impeachment trial, and of course the alleged affair he had with his wife that he's now going through divorce proceedings with, some of the baggage that he's bringing into this race. But those are some of the big key items that we'll be watching. Again, day one here is wrapping up of the Republican convention. People are heading home. We'll start early tomorrow around 8 a.m. Doors will open back up, and around the afternoon, that's when we expect to hear from Governor Abbott and Attorney General Ken Paxton. But for now, guys, we'll send things back to you in the studio.
All right, Dylan McKim, live for us. Thank you very much.